Hello, not the best viewers. This Netherrock here, and I've got a special gameplay today. I'm going to be playing Journey all the way through. I hope you follow along. I have played the game before. This is more because this past week was a sad week. My wife's mother passed away, and she was special to all of us. So I guess in honor of that, in my own little way, I'm gonna play through this game because she was a very spiritual person, and I think there's a lot of spiritualness in this game. I don't know. I think it's just gonna be one of my ways of remembering who she was. I'll call her my mama Esther. She always would spell it like star, but you would say Esther, but Esther really. But Mama Esther. But on top of it, I think she'd enjoy this for the music, the visuals, the story, and just the openness of the messaging of it. I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna be too much reminiscing, but I can't guarantee there's not gonna be elements of emotion that comes to it. So I know some of you might be coming to see It Takes Two. There was a lot of things going on, which just made her passing even more challenging and difficult. Not that anyone passing on is ever easy. It's every time you start a new journey, you get the tutorial, but it's just I played the first time I played this game. A friend of mine was very adamant about, having to play it. It's amazing. I think I picked it up on sale. I didn't get it. I don't believe I got it when it was free. So I picked it up, and here we go. It's such a simple story, premise, but oh my God, the music. The music is what's going to get me more so than anything. And I can already feel it. Music's always been an emotional element for me, and just great pieces of music. I mean, this game alone can get me emotional just simply listening to it, not playing it, not even really thinking about, anything of importance, nothing sad or anything, just every day, just listening to it is amazing. I mean, even just like watching movie trailers, for example, with the right music, that alone. And here's the gameplay element, the ribbon. And now we can jump. I don't know if we'll encounter any other players. If someone joins in, I'm just going to kind of roll on my own thing. But in regards to music, it's always been an emotional connection, like I said, with movie trailers. Just sometimes the cut of what's being shown on screen to the brilliance of an amazing soundtrack or score on it is enough to just get me that little like, I feel it, Okay, here we go. I wasn't sure if it was going to be, if I could get to here without going to the main menu or not, but you can. Just for being expeditious, I'm going to go with our lovely white. Our white journey person. Not that I truly need these, but who doesn't love... When playing this game, who doesn't love the long scarf, right? And for those that have played this, how many times are you going through it and you just sit there and you see another player show up and you're like, my scarf's longer than yours? So yes, what I was also saying that, I know my friend told me to play this, making sure all my audio's working as I cut myself, I squirrel myself yet again. After this, it took a couple of playthroughs for me to really start grasping the story that these history blocks tell. And it gives you a history. And yeah, so life, I think that's as like life sprung out. And the first journeyers or travelers showed up. And I guess they found the power of the ribbon. Of course, I think of Seinfeld when talking about the ribbon. I don't know how that episode is viewed nowadays with Kramer. Who doesn't want to wear the ribbon? But the storytelling in this, how it was shown, and I like that it shows a journey person, journeyman, journeywoman, journey person, however you want to view that up ahead. I wish it was easier to meet up with a person. I wish once you, I would like if you got to the point where you played it, or you have the white traveler, that in that area where I switched to the white traveler, that you had a spot where you can join a friend, and I really wish that was an option, because I think the same friend, you know, yeah, we've played this game countless times. And oh, there it goes. Yeah, I mean, I am going to kind of go through this fairly quickly. There is a way to skip the bridge, I believe. There we go. I like how you can still control your character through this. I might need a longer scarf to attempt this, but I'm gonna try. Oh, there we go. Let it recharge. Because there's a charge over there. No, okay. Here we go. What I keep saying, my friend told me to play this. I purchased it on sale, and I played it, and the first few bits was here, and then the multiplayer happened. I was like, oh, this has multiplayer. How interesting. And threw me off. It surprised me. I wasn't quite sure if I liked that or not. Having played it so late, because I played it during the PS4 era, and I wasn't quite sure if I liked the multiplayer or not, because people were, you know, kind of just powering through it. Oh, that's right. That's what's back here. You need to find all of those. That's what I believe will unlock the there is another scarf somewhere around here. This is the last bridge piece. I haven't seen another player, but yeah, I played it through. I was taking my time. I did encounter almost the whole time. I knew it was over there. See it there in the back, glowing white. I knew that. No, I didn't know. My first playthrough, I did encounter early on around here a white traveler. But I was just too busy taking my time exploring, so they moved on, and then eventually I was encountering other red travelers. So they did kind of seem to know what they were doing, but they didn't. A couple of them didn't, and I just wanted to explore it on my own. But I appreciate the multiplayer, and I think it definitely provides, if you're playing with somebody who, if it's your first time, you really hope to get a player that hasn't played before, or one that's going to let you take the lead, because that's the best way to experience this game. Oh, here we go. So the way I look at it is, these are, you know, the first beings that you saw in the first flashback that showed up. Them. These are who you have seen, or being shown to you, and I'm going to say that they found, like, the ribbons are a means of power, I suppose. I like that it's vague, relatively up for interpretation. After I played it, I was curious to see other people's takes, and after the past couple of weeks, I keep looking down at my screens to make sure everything is good. Yeah, hopefully I don't get too dark later on in the game, but you know, them's the breaks. That's how it is. Life is, right? Got some lights on me, but so anyway, I told I played this the first time, didn't get too far through the desert. There's a big sliding sequence that I didn't get to. I stopped shortly before that, and I was just like, hey, you know, it's okay. It's interesting. A unique style, art style. The multiplayer was kind of there, but I think I had something going on. I had to stop for whatever reason. But I mean, just what a landscape. And I love that you see the one of the sparks flying out from the mountain, and being that you had seen that already, the sliding, there's a Studio Ghibli feel to, like, you know, the Traveler's design. Was it, I think, closest to Spirited Away, I would say, from what, I haven't really watched Studio Ghibli movies. My wife was a big fan. It was Spirited Away that got her watching the their stuff. But again, the music, how playful it is. But this section was slow. It was a bit, you know, open and not much going on. You know, you find these things and it's cool, it's interesting. I'm just not a big fan of desertscapes. They're generally pretty boring. And I don't very much care for them. And it's amazing when you first play the game, you're just like, oh, that's some sort of, you know, wrecked thing. I wonder what is it? What does it do? And again, just the storytelling is just so brilliant. In that, how it tells that. And this is, oh, I found my way to one of these. These things do more or less kind of guide you to it. There's an amazing video. If I can find it again, I will post a link to it in the description. That it's the soundtrack. However, it has thoughts and comments about the pieces of music. Look at that. Ribbon! I'm curious if we'll encounter anybody. The last time I played this, I did not encounter anybody. No, you know what? It registered somebody, one other player, but I never saw them. Yeah, just how all of a sudden it starts changing. Something's going on. Did I catch up? Yeah, they caught up to me. But the music, how the music dynamically changes is well done. And it was interesting because I think it was the celloist, Tina Gao, I believe her name is. I had already listened to some of her music before I played this. So when I was here, I heard the cello. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then I found out that it was her. And if those suddenly look a little familiar, but whatever are they? And just, I don't, if you've seen me playing Hollow Knight, and a couple, I think there's another game I've played where take me up. This kind of storytelling doesn't always vibe well with me, to where it's either very minimalistic, find out on your own, or up for interpretation. I'm not always the biggest fan of that. However, in this game, I felt there was enough was subtle. There's not like a massive story to tell. Oh, motion sensor in the controller. The next bit. And these it's, these tell us some sort of a story, but they don't entirely start making sense, I'd say, more so till a second or a third playthrough. So we see that we're using the ribbons as a power source, and we're turning nature into civilization. We're getting rid of nature. So my guess is way back when, this area was not a desert, and it might have been like a jungle or rainforest land, some sort of green landscape, but we destroyed it, or they destroyed it. What? And this is where I more or less stopped on my first playthrough, which was like right where I think you shouldn't stop. Because all of a sudden, the game picks up. Yes. There's pretty sure this is Tina. Oh, I missed it. I have almost all the trophies, for those that know that I am a trophy hunter. I have most of the trophies. There's one about meditate with another player. There is one for going through arches during this section. But this kind of started, ramping up some of the gameplay a little bit. And if you have a long enough ribbon and you're quick enough, you can get that one. But just the musical cue, the way that they used this glyph system to communicate with another player is so, it's just so unique. And here's another one. I probably won't be hitting all of them. I just have a method of playing through it, and it's a bit hard to fight that. And just going back to Mama Esther, I think she would find the ooh, I messed this up. The outfit of the traveler very interesting, especially as you get further along. You get more of the embroidery along the bottom of it. She would find that very intriguing. Send me... Look at that. Look at that scarf. Back down. And as more of the, like the game... Oh, missed it. The game's history comes out, and how the whole thing plays and finishes. Yeah, there's just, an amazing feeling about, spirituality. At least I found it the first time. It was a very spiritual... It was a spiritual journey for me. Once I was getting here, it just, all of a sudden the game changed. I think, between the sliding, the swim, the swimming ribbon critters, the lighting changes and the vision, everything about like this sequence here. Once this slide sequence happened, I went right through. I was just like, I'm playing this game. And once I finished it, I immediately played through it again. And it's just like one of those things where once it happened, I was just like, I get it. I absolutely get it. And and my friend and I have had so many conversations about this game, which is why we want to play it together, so we could just sit here and like talk about some of the feelings that we got during this. Oh, I did get it. I saw the thing expand. Whee! But here's that civilization that you saw them create. Yeah. And then then this changes, and there was a chance here that this next segment would maybe it slows down again, but the different vibe that it brought forth, like the darkness that kind of comes in. And the way it's like, look, it's sad. I mean, to me, that's how I took it. The one was like, what's wrong? And it's just upset because they destroyed their own civilization. Or it was a war, maybe. That could be what this is it was a war. It was a war of power. That could be what this is referring to. May not have ever picked that up, but I noticed that there's usually a couple facing each other. But showing the first time through, I think, is the most impactful time through. Because you don't quite understand some of what those histories are showing you. Again, how the music changes, the lighting, the mood. They completely just altered the mood. And for those that haven't played this, how it creates a different feeling. We're still in a desert, but suddenly we don't feel like we're in a desert. It goes through. Why can't we do that? It's like Scrooge McDuck. Oh, I missed it. Yeah, there's times where I just might not talk, just take in everything. And here's what I was talking about, where they just suddenly give you a different vibe and feeling. Oh no, it wasn't there. No? I know there's one in here. But I just, how when the ribbons touch you, they glow, they make you float. It's not here either. It's somewhere. There's another glyph. It's in one of these. Sorry. Excuse me. I still have a bit of that cough left. It just won't go away. I mean, it's amazing. It's beautiful. It really is. Serene and creative. And it was, again, the video about the music and how they were trying to get the feel right, and them going back and forth through the iterations. The composer would send a sample of the section, and they'd be like, yeah, no, yes, no, and sometimes the music was changed and dictated the area. Like, the music was like, yes, this is what we want, but we need to change something. And this all of a sudden was like, oh, these were those things. And I didn't fully recognize that those were the... No, not my ribbon friend! Sorry if that got loud. But all of a sudden it's like, holy crap! And all of a sudden all of these suddenly become worrisome. And it's like, that was some of the ruins or the relic that you saw earlier. Oh, there it is. Oh. Oh, another one got out. There is another ribbon somewhere. I think I've passed it. Did I get it? There it is. Not the ribbon, but that thing. Have to hide, or else it'll get you, and you don't want it to get you. All right, that one left. High, stay out of view. There it is. I think you got to be careful going for this one. No, okay. Oh, that's right. Does it come up? Oh, wait. All right, yeah. No! 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 Stay away! Stay away! Stay away! Whew. Scarf intact. Ah, yeah. But, you know. I will tell you another tale. How we killed ourselves. Because there's the sweeping desert. And it was the second playthrough where that was the second playthrough where when this one happened that it kind of registered what happened. Like I always thought the white ones was like, was that me? And then it's like, no, that is. Or the first journeyman. Now there's a lot of little secrets. I like the lanterns light up, all the glyphs. This section, I believe, had a lot of changes, if I remember some of the history correctly, or in that video. I'll probably skip a number of bits here, but there are a number of secrets for those with trophy hunting. I believe there's at least one trophy to find in here. That's what we just saw. Oh, there's a glyph right here. There's another glyph. I think you gotta go a little bit higher. Oops, another player is in here. If you see that glow, that is another player. There they are. They don't have a very long scarf. They might be a new player. Let me go help them. I do want to try to get through this as quick as possible. Now, see, they've got to come back here and they've got to do it the right way. Yeah. All right, well, one way to help them is to just raise it. And like I said, I don't entirely want to spoil it. I do just want to try to travel right through. But the seamlessness most of the time of how that next player joins is amazing. Yeah. Just the jellyfish type of things. Now I do need the meditate trophy. I wonder if I can get them to do that. No, they're not going to sit still. They're going to go. Just fine. This thing was amazing when it came in. I was just like, oh my gosh, look at this. It's lovely. It's like a hammerhead whale. so amazingly created. And this even, you know, seemed to inspire other games. He's pointing out to where a secret is, which I've already gotten. Where'd it go? I'll just fly over to it. But, there it is. I'm getting hit in my head. Come on, why aren't you getting up there? Alright. That, I don't understand what happened there. I got it though. My singing registered. Fly. Fly. This is fun. And it's just, I mean, it's mostly just a, you know, a simple, I guess you could say like a walking jumping simulator, but it's just how they present it. It's just, it's calming, soothing. I will say that, like, let me know, these are like future stories that they tell us, or is that the past or something? I'm trying to remember what these like tapestries were showing. Look at that. I was like, is that those just glyphs, or those maybe lost souls that are coming down? Because the gravestones that you see, I believe, are these, the originals. The original beings that died everywhere is my assumption. And it's like, here's your journey. To fix the world of some sort. And then this, like, there's the mountain. There's the theme. Beautiful. And it's like, use the viewers like, oh no, what? It's like, what challenge am I gonna face there? But seeing, you know, what could be before you now, and then, you know, like having the courage to go on, and, you know, that was something, you know, a lot of people struggle with, and you know, that was something, you know, Mama Esther struggled with. It was, you know, she died of cancer like so many, and at the base of the mountain, I believe we get to that specific wall, and she was diagnosed with cancer like about, we'll say, 11 years ago, and probably closer to like 12 years ago, but it went through chemo, and she was clear. Now, do you think they're eating them for power or just destroying them because the remnants of the war and such? I wonder. But that's it. We just, people that go through cancer and the courage that the trial that they face going through chemo, it's not easy to go through that. And through faith, she was a very spiritual person, so it was faith and love of family that gets them through that. And I think this, it's nice when you encounter media that kind of gives you that feeling. And it doesn't always have to be faith in God or a higher being, but faith in a person, for example. Faith in yourself, which is something so many of us struggle. I struggle with it. Low self-esteem that people face on a daily basis. We can learn so much, not from games or media, but from one another. And she went through it. She got through it, but it came back, and it rattled her for the second one. But again, through her faith and in God, she was able to fight again. In the end, not every battle are you going to come out victorious, but at the end, she felt a fulfilled life, which is not something we all can maybe say we've lived through. And but wherever you find your faith, it's important. And I think this game, in as short as it can be, where is it? Somewhere. This game can hit on those notes. The trial of faith, of overcoming impossible odds, pushing through what's in front of you. And also, the other thing with the multiplayer in this, and there's some amazing stories of people that have played this, and because of the multiplayer, kind of got restored faith in humanity, restored faith in family, friends, and themselves, because of the multiplayer, because of going through this journey to either restore the land, and specifically what entails at the climax of this area. And there's I'm probably gonna mess it up. I love how it's the song dethaws but how it rethaws, and you can even see it happening on your scarf. And it slows you down. When you have another player, that's the one thing that's very amazing with this section is, oh my gosh, the wind. Look at that. Yeah, I mean, it just feels cold when you see them. But when you have another player with you, you know, the chirps, can replenish each other's scarf, so you could try to, you know, fly further and more often. I don't think it comes out over just yet. Oh, it's windy. And that is, the scarf thing is it's very prominent in this next, in one of the upcoming set pieces. But people have found this section, how you can use the other people. And just so you know, if you go to the left there, that is one of the mosaics that you can find. So if you're missing one, chances are it's that one. That was the one I missed. Not here. No. The music building as you're trying to escape those. It's so subtle. The wind is there, but it all comes together. It's the music that, you know, really builds the tension as well it should. So, you can be so impatient on that one. I've been impatient on that one. Where are you? There you are. Was that the same one? Yeah. Can barely move. Oh no, oh no. I think I'm gonna get hit. Oh my word, that was so close. But as I was saying before, there are really some amazing stories that players felt while playing this. You know, various connections and such, and just how this zones out, and then you get the critter thing, the ribbon critters. But is this just because it's the top of the mountain, or is it because the world they destroyed? Listen to that swell of music. Like perfectly timed. beautiful. So I know I've said that so many times already, but it is. There we go. Here's that wall. Can you actually? Yeah, probably that temple right there is supposed to be where we came out from. Oh, no. Came out too soon. Oh, no. How'd I get hit? Oof. Can't imagine having to deal with that kind of cold. Look how frozen the whole character is frozen. It's blowing. Yeah, I mean the struggles of sorts, you know, with this section is just like, oh my gosh, go, you know, it's, you know, pushing yourself past what you think you can do. Oh no, I'm gonna get hit. That's okay. There's a path. I don't know why they kept the motion controls on the camera. I guess it was just easier to... But look how weak the chirp is. Like, that's a full hold down, where before that chirp was like massive, and now it's just nothing. Oh, here it is. This is such a moment. This was like, oh my, this was so intense. You know, you're like, this is it. We're close. This is the last climb. But this is certainly one of the elements that players were bonding over, because look how small the scarf is. So they would try to huddle together to keep the chirp alive and try to keep their scarf going. Push, 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 little journey person, push. Keep going, you can do it. Ah! For a long time, I always felt like these markers were maybe other journey people that didn't make it, but I think it's more the original people. I think that's who that was. That's my thought. You know, there's so much for interpretations, so please just comment below, you know, your thoughts on what the markers are, or what they are. Maybe the developers have said something I haven't seen. And we're going. I have no scarf, and this was, as things were fading, I was like, what? No, no. It's difficult. Just the slowing down, the mountain fading, and the cloud coming in. I don't know how well the clouds are going to show up on the recording. The music is gone. And I mean, even the wind and everything stopped. Oh no, there was some. You saw the ripple in the sand, which was very cool. Throughout the whole game, you could see that on occasion. Oh, there we go. Oh, this was dreadful. I thought I did something wrong. I was just like, oh my god, I failed. What did I do wrong? And it was like you didn't. Well, oh, spoilers. And it holds. And then when it faded back in, I was like, surely not. Surely won't be the credits. And look at that. It's like the Nazgul in Lord of the Rings coming out from Weathertop, but only this isn't Ring Wraiths. So, question, do you think the Journey person died here? Or are they being revived here? And this is my favorite piece of music of the whole game, but one of my favorite in almost all of gaming. It's an exquisite piece. Oh my gosh. This is, and this section of the game, endeared itself forever. It's like, so are they trying to like stop you? Or is it just that they revived you and this is above the storms? But right, it's but to me it's like, you know, you were down in the depths, and you know, maybe the frozenness was in a sense like hell, and this is heaven, right? You're above the clouds, and just so peaceful. This is where I knew I was gonna start getting torn up, but between the music and just the peacefulness, the playfulness of everything going on. Beautiful, I love it. Just the stunningness of the scene when you breach the clouds and you know you're fine. There's no more pain. That's why it's, you know, I feel it's spiritual, because either even if you are revived or if the character they did die, right? It's like these are the final steps towards what's left, what's after. And who wouldn't want to fly through the sky, jumping on ribbon jellyfish? Here comes one of my... Where is it? It's... Oh my god, look at that. It's like, you know, death is but a journey, one that we must all take. But the journey doesn't end here. Here it is. I love that piece where the cello came in. With that, not gonna wreck it, but you know, like Gandalf's, "It's a journey we must all take." You know, the gray veil of the world peels back, and then I forgot the line. I should have had it written down, but look at that. The gray veil of the world peels back, and white shores, clear skies or something into a swift sunrise. And this is the end, the final journey. It was an amazing story. The composer thought this was the hardest track for him to compose, and to me, it's the masterpiece of the game. And this scene hit me the first time I played it. And I did have another player with me. And look, the scarf's gone. It's just like, I rotated. You don't need it. You just have to walk through. And all the glyphs. This was the goal. We were, we saw get to the top of the mountain. Through all the trials and troubles. There's the cello again. Let me find peace. Yeah. But how that fades out, that icon, the glyph fades off that stone. And a new life is brought out. And this is a beautiful song. The video, I believe, has the lyrics of it. I think I'll have them posted on it. I forgot what the lyrics are, but they were very, very deliberate and poignant. But I think Mom would have, most of it she would just probably been like, but maybe, at the moment, similar to me, Austin Wintory. Thank you. But I think for her, seeing even like that moment of kind of dying on the hill, either being revived or taking up the symbolism that shows, and then walking into the light. I think she would have enjoyed that, but as well as our patient playtesters and fans. But just the art and the aesthetics, and you could all these things are coming alive again, aren't they? I was born for this. Did I miss that all these times in the credits? Is by this light coming back? Is it revitalizing the land? So I'll probably have at least one name in the end. I like it. It shows that. At first I thought they were other players. They're not. This is just an end credit video. And what's amazing is how this ends. Yeah. Mama Esther had an up and down life, and she did her best with how she was raised, but I was grateful that she was as welcoming for me joining her family. I was so grateful for that. And not many people in these days can say that they have two moms that love you. I don't know if I had two. I had two people that showed up that connected at some point. And this is a beautiful transition. You remember how the video started, but yeah, there's so much hate in the world, so I was blessed that I had so much love, and it's, my own mom, she's wonderful, and I'm not downplaying her in the least, but I had two great moms that looked after not just me, but obviously her daughter, my wife, and my daughter as well. She was a big influence. They both were, but she was also a big influence on, her in her young age. And yeah, I'm gonna miss her. But I do believe we see each other in the end. And I look forward to seeing her and my brother and my father when our journey is complete and we reach the top of our mountain and we pass through. Thank you for following me on the journey, as well as a journey to honor my Mama Esther. Wish you all the best. Take care of your loved ones. Give them a hug. Thank you for joining me. Take care. God bless.